So today, what I'm going to be doing with you guys, I'm going to be giving you a look inside of my past, who I used to be, what I used to be like. Um, and it's more of one of those types of situations where I was a product of my environment, really. If you guys don't know, a little bit of backstory about me. I was born and raised in Alaska. Both of my parents were shitty parents, um, drug addicts, or non-existent. My father was non-existent and a drug addict, and my mother was a drug addict. Me and my mother did not get along whatsoever. And so I naturally developed aggressive aggressive behaviors. I was super aggressive. I mean, I'm still aggressive now, but it's better directed and it's better expressed. So when I was about 12 years old, she started to kick me out. We fought all the time. She treated me differently than my sisters. But, you know, my sisters are also not like me at all. My sisters are both very passive. They have always been that way. My mother is very passive as well. And me, I am just the total opposite. I am an aggressor. Well, I used to be really bad. Like, I used to not be able to control my anger. I used to not be able to have anyone tell me what to do whatsoever. I was so against everyone around me. And honestly, I think that was just, it was just because of the way I grew up. I grew up in a very unstable environment around a lot of unstable people. And, you know, I was at birth susceptible to mental illness. Well, thanks to my really awful upbringing, that mental illness came in, barreling in on my life at about 10 years old. And I developed borderline personality disorder. When I was a kid, they called it child conduct disorder. But anyway, so when I was 14, I finally got locked up. They put me in a juvenile detention center, and I was there in and out of there till I was almost 16. No, it was just after I turned 16, they sent me to a group home. And this book right here that you see is from that time. You can see the date, 3/2/2004. So I was 16 years old. So, and as you can see, this lady here, Janice, that was my therapist, because I was in a behavioral health group home. So it was, I was living in Sitka, Alaska, which is an island, and it's on Alaska looks like this, okay? So Aleutian Islands, Panhandle. Anchorage is right here in the center at the bottom, and Sitka's down here on the Panhandle. Well, I was there for maybe 3 months. But yeah, it was about 6 to 8 of us in this group home that lived there from all different parts of Alaska. There was girls there from Nome and Kotzebue. Kotzebue is at the very top. Nome is at that little part that sticks out, like right here. There was boys in there from Juneau. We were from all over the place in Alaska. And there was staff that lived in there, obviously. And I went to an alternative high school while I was there. But anyway, so the very first page is just full of the F word. Like I said, I was very angry at this time. Oh, look here. I haven't looked into stuff in a really long time. So this was the day before they sent me. This is me, obviously, and then my little sister, Dorothy. She was in a kid's mental health hospital, and I was in juvenile detention. That was, I was in jail, basically. So here you can see a picture of my grandmother. This is my grandmother, my dad's side, where my Alaska Native comes from. But in here, I'm a really big escapist person. Like for the longest time, I had so many problems within myself that I didn't know how to deal with, that I looked for any form of escapism, whether that be drugs, sex, anything, fantasy worlds, movies, like characters. Like I was just full force, did not want to be me. And in here you can see, you know, all of the things that, okay, so this journal entry is from 3/3/04. I'll read what it says. Today has been a very stressful day. I had to see 2 therapist people, plus got suspended from school for 10 days. Everything is going wrong in my life. I'm glad that I have Nate. Nate was the guy I was dating back then, by my side to help me through all of this. Shit, I hate this so effing much. I'm pretty much on suicide watch because of my cutting. I was, like I said, an escapist. I have scars all over me. That's why I've got this big old tattoo right here, because the bulk of my scars are here. But I've slit my wrist. I've slit my throat. I used to be very lost. And it says, nobody understands me anymore. I'm like a nobody and I have no purpose any longer, and I should just myself. I don't know who would care. Everybody just acts like they would, but I don't know. They would just, I don't know. I think they would just shrug it off like it never happened. The only person who would probably care is Dorothy. And it says, the only reason I'm not going to do that because I don't want to pass my pain on. And I'm very glad that I had the emotional insight, at least, to, thinking about this. Talking about this stuff really makes me want to cry. Because there was hold on. There were so many moments in my life where I was this close. Literally this close to doing it. And I don't know, it's just really hard to think of now. I'm sorry, guys. Just especially how young I was. I was so lost. Okay, this was from the next day. Today is going to be a long and boring day. I really need a cigarette, and I miss Nate, and I wonder if he's thinking of me right now, because I can't get him off my mind. I feel like crap, and I'm tired, and I don't know, but I know if I try to sleep, it won't happen. So I'm not even going to try. Me and Tyrell are here with Christine doing nothing. Christine was one of the staff workers that worked there. And Tyrell, he was a guy from Kotzebue, I think. He was a native guy I was on there with. Next page. I was really, really obsessed with Tool back then. And I was really obsessed with drawing this right here. I don't know. To me, looking at this now, the way I felt, it looks like it's representing my hardened heart, my caged vulnerability almost. I was really into Modest Mouse and Tool and Slipknot, so I would always write a lot of lyrics and in my journals, and that's what a lot of these pages are. But as you can see, a lot of it is just cussing and just being angry, and I was on a lot of different antipsychotics, antidepressants, sleeping pills, and a lot of it in here is mostly about how much so this one is says, I miss Nate, I'm depressed, and then it says, I haven't been taking my medication lately, and I feel like, hurting myself and I can't, and it really sucks. What I used to do a lot, because back in those places, you were forced to take medication. They would check your mouth, so you'd go and stick your tongue out and lift your tongue up, and they would watch you take your medicine. Because a lot of those different kinds of medications, if you took too many of them, you could either like get high, or you could like hurt yourself, or it could like, I remember this one time I overdosed on this medication called tramadol. No, it wasn't tramadol. It was Topamax. And I had like a psychotic break. Like I had the scariest, that was a scary time. This one says, so as you can see, I've got a lot of drawings from people. I always used to cut out eyes because I felt like, I always had all these eyes on me and like everybody was watching me. I was paranoid. I think that was mainly because of the, medications I was on. So this one is from March 6th. This one's actually funny. It was the first time I had ever been to like a dance or anything like that. And we had went to this, like, it was like a community dance for like teenagers. And I wrote about that. I said, I had so much fun tonight. I went to a dance and let loose. I danced for the first time in public, and I'll tell you what, I want to go clubbing when I get out. It is so much fun. The bad part is Nate didn't dance with me. So I danced with Shayla, Deanna, and Brittany, which were girls that I was in there with. And I wrote something really mean about that girl, Brittany, but I'm not going to read that. Wow. I was really rude. I was mean back then. I was hateful. I was just awful. And then I wrote, I have this horrible feeling again, like it's a sickness. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't seem to be happy no matter what. How much I try, no matter how much I try, it doesn't work. I hate this and I miss Edward. Edward was, man, I was so young and naive. Ed, he was a guy that I dated for about 5 years when I was about 14 to 18. He claimed we were dating the whole time I was in these treatment centers and stuff. Like, we would talk and write each other letters, but I dated him and he was the worst person I'd ever met. Still is. I've got this picture in here. It's a South Park's rendition of Hitler. I just thought that was really funny. It's something that always made me laugh. And then this one is 3704. Me and Shayla are going to AWOL tonight. AWOL is like running away. I wish Nate would come and meet me somewhere, but I guess he is mad at me. But I could care less though. He just doesn't want me to get sent away. But what he doesn't know is that I'm not going to get caught, and I'm only going to be gone for an hour or so. I have been here for 2 months today. That is way too freaking long. It's bullshit, and I hate this stupid place. I hate it here. I need to go get laid, and Nate isn't pleasing me. Wow. What a gem I was, just what a gem. I got some of this, some more print-offs, basically, from the early internet. This right here, I got some comics that, that I thought were funny. And then this is a piece of American flag from a punk show that I went to. I did not rip this up. The band ripped it up. I just took a piece. This one is 310-04. I don't have any idea how much longer I can take this crap. The doctor put me on another medication. Why can't I just get off all these meds and go back to the way I used to be? Maybe then I could feel somewhat normal. And then I wrote some stuff about how horrible my boyfriend was in bed. Shayla and Deanna are not getting along and they expect me to be their middleman. Well, I'm fucking tired of playing these stupid ass games. I need a cigarette. And I wrote on 3/11/04, Dear Book, this stupid bee is pissing me off so bad. I just want to wring her effing neck. She's so damn stupid. I hate her. It was that girl. She was a staff member. She was like, I don't know, she picked on me all the time, and maybe it was because I just wasn't those type of people to automatically like bend to her will. But I was just like, me and her fought all the time, and she did whatever she could to make my life a living hell. She used to come into my room and search my stuff all the time. God, she was awful. She was always writing me up for every little thing. It was just terrible. I said, I can't stand this stupid house. I hate it so much. I can't do anything while being here. Tomorrow is Nate's 17th birthday, and I don't know what to get him. I got him a card, and I'm going to give him my blanket I'm making. I don't really want to give it to him, but I guess I will. He will keep it forever. Remember me by that. I used to, like, I was taught how to crochet when I was in this place, and I was really into making, like, well, one, I couldn't buy my own yarn, so like I would always get like other people's like scraps of yarn basically. And so I made this blanket. It was like all black with like a bunch of different types of yarn at the edge. And I gave him that blanket. Says, this is so boring. We've been inside most of the day. I can't stand this stupid house and this stupid bitch Kate. It was that same woman. And then this entry, you can see here, says, are you comfortable being, you know, like, no, I'm not. March 12th. Today, Shayla told me that Nate was cheating on me. I don't know who to believe at this point. Nate says he wasn't, but I still think he is lying to me. You can thank Edward for that one, because he was the start of all my trust issues with men, and I don't know, he really, really messed me up with men. Ooh, I'm not going to show this page. Okay, so more print offs. You can see this is a bunch of slogans for condoms that I thought were really funny. I used to have some old pictures right here. This book is falling apart. Let's see, alternatives to self-injury that I taped in here at the advice of my therapist. A letter from my sister from the treatment center she was in. Some more things that some people made for me. This is a letter from that girl Shayla. And, oh look, y'all remember these little folded things? To Jennifer from Bubbles. That was that girl Shayla. She was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. She was really fun. I really liked her. But I think she just secretly didn't like me. And then this right here, because I didn't get to finish this journal while I was there, I actually think I got sent to treatment. I don't know, I can't remember. But this rose right here, this girl in Copper Hills Youth Center in Utah, she drew this for me. She spelled my name with one N, but it's still really pretty. This one says, 3/19/04. Today has been a very stressful day. Shayla got out. Deanna is getting out. Dorothy is in a residential treatment for a year. I barely spent time with Nate, and I feel like dying. I feel so fucking alone and depressed. I miss my family and friends. This is never going to end. Boy, was it never going to end. It didn't end for another 2 years. And then it says, I just got back from the gym. I feel much better now that I got to work out. I'm not so depressed anymore, but it's still there. I can feel it. I'll get on something by myself. Oh, I can get on all by myself. So, oh, this is okay. This was song lyrics. And then I wrote a poem. It says, "Alone. I sit here thinking, when will it end? You're not my friend. You don't know me anymore. My body lying on the shore. I fall to pieces. Pick me up. I'm crawling. Among the thorns, the roses are black. Please take me back." I didn't know what I was writing. I was a morbid, scared, sad kid, you know. More stuff in here. Right, this one says, "Right now is the most boring moment. I finally got a cigarette. I had to dig through ashtrays, but a cigarette is a cigarette." Wow. Desperation. "I just can't wait till I can taste that Camel Red. I'm a little bit of loneliness and a little bit of disregard. Just believe this is real. Sometimes I don't make sense, but I'll be here because you're all I ever got." That was song lyrics. I'm a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of disregard. That was a song lyrics from Linkin Park. This one says, "I am so depressed. Nobody here understands me. It's like I'm a circus freak or something. I hate Ryan, staff member. He is such a fucking asshole, and he took my cigarettes, and then I left." That's how I got sent out of that place. I ran away. Like, we were at the gym, because we'd go to the gym like twice a week as like a whole household. And we were at the gym, and I was like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's fine." I go to the bathroom. It was downstairs. Well, the front door was right in front of the stairs, and I just kept going. I just left. And then I called them on Easter Sunday, and I was like, "Can y'all come pick me up?" After like a week of drinking and like in the same clothes, like staying wherever I could, at other people's houses, at random people's house that I didn't even actually know at all, and in a town I didn't know, like on an island. And of course they, you know, the guy, he came to pick me up, and I ate Thanksgiving dinner, and I was like, "Well, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed," and literally went and jumped out my window. They were like, "No, no more chances." This one, 3/26/04. "Today was a good day. I didn't spend much time with Nate, but the time I spent with him was much enjoyed. I had IT with Janice, and we talked about some shit out, and I feel better. And I felt better after that, but I'm starting to be more open about things with her. And I drew a house, tree, and a person, and she told me that she could tell I'd been sexually assaulted. And I don't know what to talk about, and I don't want to talk about it. That was amazing. How can she tell me those kinds of things by such a simple drawing? I've been thinking a lot about Anchorage, and I'm really starting to miss it, and I really miss Dorothy, Mom, and Andrew. Actually, I really miss everybody, even my shitty ass dad. I'm getting used to being away from home, but I still miss it. I feel like crying sometimes. I get so depressed just thinking about the shit that I put my family through. I feel so horrible." Yeah, but did they feel those things about putting you through anything? No, they did not. 3/29/04. "Today is all right, except my cervix is in pain and I can't see Nate. Today, I hope I can see him tonight. Mom is trying to get me the F out of here and back to Anchorage and be with Dorothy. I have so much on my mind. I need to get the F out of this town. It is so freaking small. Mom says I should be out of here in a couple of weeks or so. I'm really going to miss Nate, but I can't stand to hear the people are effed." Yeah, she never actually tried to get me out of there. She would always just make false promises to me. Because actually, I didn't know at the time that she didn't have the ability to get me out. Because at this point, I was already a ward of the state of Alaska. My probation officer was my legal guardian. Yeah, so this one right here, right in the center of it, it starts Copper Hills. So I got sent to Copper Hills in July of 2004. So in between that time, I was sent to, after this place, they sent me back to McLaughlin, which is the juvenile detention center. And then they sent me to API, which is a Alaska Psychiatric Institute, for an evaluation. They figured out I was insane, or they thought I was insane. And so they sent me to Utah. Today is a whole new day. I am in Utah in a different treatment center. I'm in Copper Hills Youth Center in West Jordan, Utah. I personally think this place is a bunch of bullshit. I don't think I'm going to get the treatment I need from this place. I'll tell you that right now. I don't belong here. I don't fit in. I can't relate to any of these girls. They all glorify their drug use and mental problems. So yeah. So these right here, these letters, these were the level system in that place. There was SAO, which was Suicide Watch, DTO. There was a bunch. I can't really remember what they all were. This one, 330. See, this is going back and forth. I didn't get to see Nate today. Not even for a minute. I don't get to see him until Saturday, but on Monday we get to spend 6.5 hours together because of school. I think I am focusing too much on our relationship. I feel as though I'm becoming a little obsessed with him. Oh well. Wait, F that. I can't focus on all my thoughts on him. I need to learn how to be independent. I learned how to live without a stupid man in my life. Well, today was okay. I didn't do much, but I got through it. I can't stand putting up with Kate. She's a stupid bee on a power trip. Today she was being dumber than usual. I can't stand her anymore. And it says, I finally got my cigarettes back. Now I just have to find a place to hide them. I remember I used to wear this really long trench coat, and it had like, it was one of those cheap pleather trench coats, and it had like this fake silk lining on the inside. And I cut that lining out right there, and things would just drop all the way to the bottom of this trench coat. And that's where I always hide my cigarettes. And of course, I would like act like I was going to go outside, and I'd just go outside and smoke. And of course they would smell it on me. You know when someone tries to hide cigarette smoke smell with like perfume and like brushing their teeth or gum, it never works because it like gets in your hair, and it just, to a non-smoker, it's so obvious when you smell like cigarettes. 16 days until 420, which is, let's see. I found out that stupid mother effer Ed robbed somebody again. He's so stupid. I swear, oh well, I don't have to worry about him anymore. I'm not with him. Yeah, he tormented my life for another few years. And it says, Tony pisses me the F off. I can't stand him. He is so annoying. I got stoned today and it was stupid. I can't stand stupid shit. I hate everything. I think I'm going to break up with Nate. I can't handle everything. It's too much for me. I need to focus on me for a change. I'm tired of having a man in my life. It's bullshit. I'm so pissed off and I can't stand this stupid house. I want to burn it down and watch everybody die. You see how aggressive I was, you guys? I was so aggressive and so angry and so full of rage. Like, it was awful. So now we are back to the Copper Hills. It says 9/17/04. There is no other word to describe my situation right now but the word fuck. I went on my first outing today and we went bowling. It was fun, but got boring fast. 10 more days until my surgery and 12 more days until my 17th birthday. Woohoo, how effing exciting. I can't wait. And then it says in quotations, I was being sarcastic. This whole fasting thing is hard because I just love to eat, but I'm trying really hard to learn self-discipline, and that way I can be a stronger person all around. Can you guys believe that my idea of a strong person was starving yourself? Like, gosh. Right now I'm so pissed off. I honestly feel like hurting myself. The stupid treatment center is not helping me get any better. It's really just making my problems worse. I talked to my so-called therapist today, and he just wants a bunch of stupid stuff. These stupid ass girls are getting on my last nerve. every day. Okay, so let's see. 10-10-04. This treatment thing isn't that bad. I actually have a lot of fun here. Ever since Brandy came back, I've been having a really good time. I miss Nate so much. I want to be with him right now. Dorothy is an awesome sister. She's like my best friend because she will always be there no matter what the hell happens in my life. Huh, boy, was I wrong. Yeah. More letters to Nate. So here's another poem I wrote, 9/26/04. When you go to sleep, when the lights go out and silence is near, they come out to steer me away. I can't see them, but I know which direction to look for them in. Help me stay alive. I don't want to die yet. It's much too soon. My life is just beginning. They have come to kill me and suck my brains out and leave my body lifeless. Help me, please. Wow. I don't know what the hell that was about. Another person has come and gone, paraded into my life with no remorse. I want to hear the sound of the drums beating with life. They seem so close yet so far away. Time will tell you who really cares, but time will tell you who they really are, but in the presence of you may be unpleasant for most of us. I don't understand a lot of this, okay? I know I wrote, so here I've got some letters from my mom and this girl that I was in treatment with. So today has been so stressful. Today, Katrina got discharged at 9:30 this morning, and we have been on shutdown all day. This time it was more strict than the past couple days. I took a PRN today, which is like every so many hours you were allowed like a medicine. Well, I was allowed a medicine to like calm my nerves. I took a PRN today so I could sleep through this day, this long, horrid day. I hate this shutdown. These girls are pissing me off. I can't stand being around them anymore. I just want to get away, to be by myself for a little while, but I can't because all these girls are taking up the damn timeout rooms when there are some people who really need to take a damn timeout more than others. Some more anger, more lyrics. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember this. I sat here and literally wrote a whole page of crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. Rubber rats. Rubber rats drove me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once, and it just continues. Like, that's literally what my thought process was.